Hello ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this video. A very warm welcome to another video of mine. Well, today I'm gonna talk about the planet Ketu. This planet Ketu has moved into the nakshatra of Anuradha on the 1st of June 2021, and it is gonna stay in that nakshatra, in that constellation until 8th of February 2022. People have been calling me to make a video on Ketu in Anuradha Nakshatra. Hence, I'm making this video as I have not made one. Hence, people are interested in knowing from me what would be the effect of Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra. In the Anuradha constellation. That lunar constellation. In the world, first there was Rahu. And when God Vishnu separated Rahu by cutting its head, the head portion of the body became Rahu and the rest of the body became Ketu. So basically, Ketu doesn't have an head. It cannot see, it cannot think, it cannot hear, it cannot smell. It doesn't have a brain. Yet, Ketu is not willing to stay static. It is not willing to stay stable. It is not willing to stop. It wants to move forward at all costs. If it gets help from others, well and good. Otherwise, it wants to move forward on its own. Hence, when Ketu is in conjunction with other planets, then it takes the help of the other planets to move forward. When a person can't see, what he or she does is that it starts moving forward on its own if it does not get help. And in such a situation, a person wants to move forward at any costs. They don't want to bother about other people and they want to move forward on their own, whether they receive help or not. Similarly, the planet Ketu does not bother about anybody. It starts moving forward on its own if it does not get any help from the other planet. It moves forward indiscriminately, in a random manner, in a haphazard manner. And it starts moving in an aggressive way because the planet Ketu has a fire element to it, just like the planet Mars. So in a way, Ketu has a fire element and it also wants to move forward just like Mars. And it wants to move forward at any cost. Just because Ketu can't see, can't think, it has a belief that nothing will happen to him. Similarly, this planet Ketu in a horoscope makes the person believe that there is a spiritual power in this world. There is God in this world. And the planet Ketu instills in a human being the power of belief in God. It creates faith in God. And it tells you to move forward in life without thinking. It encourages the person to move forward in life at all costs. Ketu has a blind faith. Ketu helps a person in moving forward with a belief that God will not let him or her fall. Even if a person doesn't see a bridge on that river which he or she has to cross, that person takes a step and with that belief, God will save him or her. And whenever that person takes that step with blind faith, a plank appears. And when he or she takes the next step, another plank appears. So this is the magic of Ketu because it creates firm belief in God in you. It creates that belief in you that whenever you take a step in that river which does not have a bridge, you will not fall in that river and drown. Hence, this faith which Ketu creates in a person helps that person to move forward in life at all costs with complete faith in God. Ketu creates a strong spiritual background. It creates a strong spiritual foundation in a person. Ketu is not afraid of anything in this world. Any other planet. He embraces everything which is coming in front of it. So this particular Ketu instills that confidence in a person that whatever the situation is, however bad the situation is, it makes the person move forward. Though some people might argue that Ketu is a bad planet, Rahu is a bad planet, but let me tell you all, where there is good, there is bad. Where there is light, there is darkness. Where there is a yes, there is a no. So there is a pro and a con to Rahu and Ketu as well. If it can do bad to people, it has some positive aspects to it. And just because Ketu is a fire element, when it moves ahead, it does not care about the consequences. The person wants to move forward at any cost. This particular Ketu helps people to embrace life as it is. Even if they are facing disasters, even if they are facing storms, even if they are facing negatives in their life, this planet Ketu tells them to embrace life as it comes. It tells them to face life as it is. It tells people to embrace the realities of life and to keep that faith in God and not to worry about the results. So at this point in time, Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will give success, because the Anuradha Nakshatra denotes spark, it denotes success. Hence, all of a sudden, people will get success in their life. People who have been trying hard in their life to achieve success, to accomplish a certain thing, then at this point in time, when Ketu is in the Anuradha Nakshatra, it will show them success all of a sudden. Well, this was all I wanted to tell you all about this planet Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra. Now let me start predicting about all the moon sign ascendants when Ketu will be in the Anuradha Nakshatra. Let me start with Aries moon sign, Aries ascendant people. This particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your 8th house. So at this point in time, there will be transformations in your life. There will be sudden changes in your life, and these changes will be for the better. You will be moving at the speed of knots at this point in time to make that change in your life. You will feel that you are fed up with your present life, and hence you will make that changes in your life. You will try to conquer any obstacle, any hurdle, any barrier in your life which had been blocking you until now. You will realize at this point in time that life is very short, and hence you need to do that great work for which God has sent you without wasting any more time in your life. Well, for Taurus moon sign, Taurus ascendant people, this particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your 7th house. You will get very aggressive in terms of getting married. If you aren't married, you will try to find a life partner for yourself at this point in time. If you are already married, then at this point in time, there will be a tussle between you and your spouse. And just because of this tussle, this fight between you and your spouse, things will begin to become better, because both of y'all will be speaking your mind to each other at this particular moment. Y'all are not gonna mince words with each other, and hence y'all are gonna tell each other about the grudges each of y'all have against each other, and then y'all will start working on those grudges y'all have against each other. You are gonna speak your heart out to your spouse at this point in time. Hence, you will relieve yourself of that burden which you were carrying in your heart. The understanding level between you and your spouse is gonna improve tremendously at this point in time. Well, for people who are doing a business, I want to tell you all that you are gonna move forward at this point in time without thinking about the consequences, without thinking about the results. You are gonna invest in your business. You are gonna invest time and energy behind that business which you are already doing. You are gonna get very bold in your business at this point in time, and you wouldn't be bothered about what other people think about you and your business. At this point in time, if you have a partner in your business, then you are likely to shun that partner. You are gonna mend your relationships at this point in time. Well, for Gemini moon sign, Gemini ascendant people, this particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your 6th house. So at this point in time, you are gonna conquer your illnesses. You are gonna conquer your diseases. You are gonna find a medicine or a doctor which will cure you at this point in time. You are gonna make peace with your enemies at this point in time, and your friends are gonna be very beneficial for you at this point in time. You are gonna see an ascendancy in your life at this point in time. You are gonna get better in your life at this point in time in terms of money, in terms of relationships. You are gonna impress people with your talks at this point in time. If you were entangled in any sort of legal battle, then at this point in time, that would be solved. Well, for Cancer moon sign, Cancer ascendant people, this particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in the 5th house. So at this point in time, you are likely to find a love partner for yourself. If you are already in a love relationship, let me tell you all that you and your love partner are gonna support each other at this point in time. And it is most likely that you or your love partner will propose to each other. All your past differences are gonna come to an end at this point in time. For students, this is gonna be an excellent time for y'all, as you will be determined to study and master a subject at this point in time. Well, for people who are in the stock market, they are gonna earn fantabulous money at this point in time. All you need to be careful about is your digestive system at this point in time. Well, for Leo moon sign, Leo ascendant people, this Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your 4th house. Hence, you are gonna fight hard to remain happy. You are gonna make sure that you remain happy at this point in time. You will not bother about other people at this point in time. I mean, you are not gonna keep the key of your happiness in someone else's pocket. You know, at this point in time, you are gonna do things which will comfort you, and you are not gonna sacrifice your luxuries for someone else. You will also have an epiphany at this point in time, which will tell you that you also have the right to remain happy in life. Hence, at this point in time, you might become selfish. Well, for Virgo moon sign, Virgo ascendant people, this particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your 3rd house. So at this point in time, you will have tremendous courage in you. You will have tremendous determination in you to move forward in life. You are gonna move forward in life at all costs. And you are gonna take decisions on your own at this point in time. And these decisions which you take during this time will pay you off in the future. Well, for Libra moon sign, Libra ascendant people, this particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your 2nd house. So at this point in time, there could be an addition in your family. I mean, a baby can be born at this point in time, or there is also a chance of someone coming into your family through a marriage. The status of your family is gonna significantly improve at this point in time. You are gonna strengthen your finances at this point in time. You are gonna save some money at this point in time, and you are gonna make sure that these savings which you make multiply in the future. You are gonna be very careful while speaking to others at this point in time. I mean, you are gonna be very discreet at this point in time in your dealings with your near or dear ones, your loved ones. Well, for Scorpio moon sign, Scorpio ascendant people, this particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your ascendant or over your moon sign. Hence, at this point in time, you will get tired of life. And in spite of you being tired, you will strive to achieve the impossible at this point in time. I mean, you are gonna be unstoppable in your business, in your job, in your career at this point in time. This particular Ketu will reward you monetarily at this point in time, and it is gonna increase your confidence at this point in time. You will become confident about things in life which you had never been. You are gonna show immense courage at this point in time. You are gonna show immense courage in your business, in your career, in your job at this point in time. There wouldn't be any dearth of money for you at this point in time. You might also travel abroad at this point in time. Well, for Sagittarius moon sign, Sagittarius ascendant people, this particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your 12th house. So at this point in time, you will feel that you have to remain connected to God. You will focus on your karmas at this point in time. You are gonna keep your karmas in sync with moral values at this point in time. You will realize that you are on this planet Earth not because of your doings, but because of God. Hence, you will start focusing on achieving your greatness in this life. Your illusions which you had held in the past would become a reality at this point in time. Well, for Capricorn moon sign, Capricorn ascendant people, this particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your 11th house. So at this point in time, you will want to earn money. You will want to profit at this point in time. You will want to profit in your business, in your job, in your work, in your profession at this point in time. That profit may not be only in monetary terms. It could be an enhancement of your skills, talents and gifts at this point in time. You could also get a profit from the government at this point in time. You could find new relationships in your life which will profit you at this point in time. They may help you to rise in life at this point in time. Well, for Aquarius moon sign, Aquarius ascendant people, this particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your 10th house. So at this point in time, you will see an increase in your power and status. If you don't get the respect and honor at this point in time, you will snatch it from the world at this point in time. You will be needing that power and status at all costs at this point in time. You are gonna avoid and ignore those people who wanted to belittle you, who wanted to denigrate you in this life at this point in time. You will not bother if that person is your boss or colleague or your family member. You will just crush everyone at this point in time in pursuit of that power and status you want in life. People would start seeing you in a positive way at this point in time. Well, for Pisces moon sign, Pisces ascendant people, this particular Ketu in the Anuradha Nakshatra will be in your 9th house. So at this point in time, you will take the help of religion. You will remember God at this point in time to overcome your barriers and obstacles at this point in time. You would become very religious at this point in time, and you would feel that only religion can save you in this life. Your father is gonna help you a lot at this point in time. Your gurus are gonna help you a lot at this point in time. Your astrologers are gonna help you a lot at this point in time. If you had an unfulfilled wish in your heart, then at this point in time, that wish is gonna get fulfilled. You are gonna take things very seriously for yourself at this point in time, because you will feel that you want to move forward in your life at all costs. Well, this was my general analysis about Ketu in Anuradha Nakshatra. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, then you can contact me directly. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves, because there is only one life to live. There are no duplicates of a life. You will not get a chance to live this beautiful life once again. And if you want to enhance your luck in your life, if you want to boost your luck in your life, if you want to increase and improve your luck in your life, then I have several remedies for you. These remedies are a fusion of astrological remedies, Vastu remedies, religious remedies, godly remedies. And these remedies can be utilized by any person of any religion. Well, if you want me to pray for you, or you want a Vastu visit for yourself, then you can contact me also. And if you are hell-bent in taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you can contact me over WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great time ahead. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.